in addition to still being able to knock down that face-up jump.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Splitters checked in for Duncan. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
And the Spurs with some changes. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Splitter. Bellinelli comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Ginobili in for Patty Mills. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. San Antonio making a switch here. Splitters checked in. San Antonio shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt. Unselfish basketball on the interior. I love that, and you got to think the coaching staff does too.
This past offseason, the Spurs found themselves with a bit of wiggle room when it came to the salary cap.
For so long, Kevin, they've been able to only make moves through the draft, and with minor adjustments, things they really do well, but the flexibility was new to them, and I'm sure they'll take full advantage of it.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Portland, not the biggest market, but it's a one-team city, and these fans really support their Blazers. Coach Stott said, the fan support here is special. You can't appreciate it until you see it every night. Damian Lillard said, the fans stay behind us, through good or bad. When they see us in public, it's always love.
They appreciate that support, Doris. Thanks.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all five guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play. Well, for the Spurs, who knows what the future holds. It's an aging team, but they do have some players to build around. And so they could have gone in any direction with their cap space.
Ginobili, that's good.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Lillard. And it's good from the elbow. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it. You know, with the Spurs and their offseason options, it's actually going to get more flexible after the end of the 2015 season when they can practically build their entire team from scratch. Almost zero salary commitments for them at the end of the 2015 season.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Tony Parker's checked in for Bellinelli.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
Lillard again. It's Ginobili. And he bangs it home with one hand. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching Coach Clark right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
So Portland has a new GM as of 2012. And you see, not just changed with the team roster, which you would expect, but really an overhaul of team operations as well. New scouting tools, a new strength and training staff, and a remodeling of the practice facility.
And for the Blazers, injuries have been such a problem over the years. With the new training staff, perhaps a more proactive approach to prevent injuries. Even things like nutrition. During flights, they used to offer cookies and ice cream bar. Now it's chicken and brown rice.
Splitters checked in for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Up top, Leonard, guarded by Blake. Diaw, the screen. from the baseline. That is good. Now it's a 6-point San Antonio lead. Matthews into the lane. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
The Trailblazers have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. Now Bellinelli. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. He got it up. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't. Trailblazers trailed by 4. The guards, Parker and Bellinelli. Diaw and Duncan at the 4 and the 5. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
It's Parker outside. Kept alive. No good from Duncan. The Trailblazers shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And Matthews throws it down.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Well, Wes Matthews started off last season on fire. Over 50% from long range over the first quarter of the season. As time went on, he cooled off a bit, but as a whole, just an excellent year for Matthews. Probably the best of his career.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Splitter comes in for Tim Duncan. And it's Ginobili in for Bellinelli. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Lillard. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And Matthews, a reliable three-point shooter throughout his career. Able to hit spotting up or on the move. Prefers that left wing, but can really spray you from anywhere.
Leonard on the wing. And Steve, Wesley Matthews selective with when he'll look to attack off the dribble.
Yeah, he keeps his turnovers low, but he's a gym rat. He'll be working on his ability to drive inside and finish, but really wants to shoot threes. That's what his focus is.
Kawhi Leonard has been talked about and mentioned as the future of this San Antonio Spurs team. 23 years old is all he is, and already a great defender and a much improved shooter from his days at San Diego State.
Chris Kaman has checked in for Portland. Matthews passes to Kaman. Diaw with the steal. And Ginobili with the slam. Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Steve?
Yeah, that's right, guys. The lead has now changed hands 5 times.
And for Kawhi Leonard, we know about his defense, but you think, Steve, he can become a go-to offensive player?
Well, he's going to need to, Kevin. When Parker, Ginobili, and Duncan move on, this is going to be Kawhi Leonard's team. And I thought what was interesting was the Spurs gave him more of a burden last year offensively. They started to give him more and more looks isolation-wise down on the block, and he's developed at a beautiful rate. He's coming into his own.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Lillard kicks to Matthews. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Matthews has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Yeah, and that's his first 3 of the half. There may be more in store.
Leonard against Lillard. Parker outside. Just 5 to shoot. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Portland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Lillard attacking.
The Spurs have to improve their approach against Lillard.
16 points and 10 assists also.
He's making such good decisions with his passing and also being aggressive and getting to the line by drawing fouls.
Well, that's an excellent combo to have, I'll tell you that.
Now a timeout called by Portland. A different look now for San Antonio. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. And it's Green in for Tony Parker. And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second.
That's big. I mean, if it wasn't for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position. He did not come away totally empty, though.
Ginobili kicks to Leonard. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. On defense, Portland. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Ginobili dishes to Diaw. Pass to Splitter. Leonard attacking. 4 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. And some changes here for the Spurs. Bellinelli comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Mills in for Daniel Green. That's tipped. Matthews with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it. Ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
I don't think anybody knew where it was going to go.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 4. 1:30 left to play in the final quarter. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for San Antonio. Parker comes in for Manu Ginobili. Leonard the pass to Bellinelli. Splitter kicks to Diaw. Rejected by Aldridge. Batum attacking. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And that's 11 points for Batum. And an important part of every team's game in the look at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Green comes in for Marco Bellinelli.
And again, a few more points added to the lead. They might be ready to pull away here.
I wouldn't be surprised, Steve. As well as they've got it working right now, that could be the case.
From deep, Green poked away.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
And the basket by Diaw.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
And Lillard kicks to Kaman. Kicks it out to Lillard. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. San Antonio's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Parker dishes to Leonard. And the 3 off target. Here's Batum. And so it's Portland winning this one. They pulled off this win, Clark, but